Colorado High School Activities Association football is on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com this afternoon. It's a Saturday from Beat Digger Stadium as the Beat Diggers take on the Lamar Savages. John Beltran and Dave Urich back with you. As we mentioned during our Facebook Live segment to close out Beat Digger Blast-Off, the Beat Diggers won the toss. They've elected to receive. The opening kickoff is brought to you by Buildings by Design. The experience to complete your project from start to finish. Get the quality you deserve in your building by starting your build project right. Start with Buildings by Design. And it'll be Brandon Chavita to kick it off for Lamar. Jaron Peterson and Trent Mount are back deep for Brush. Chavita runs up to the football. It's a low line drive headed towards the sideline. And it's going to bounce out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. Good job by Mount reading that one. And the Beat Diggers will have good field position to begin the drive. I don't think you have the option anymore of taking the 5-yard penalty. Brush will start at the 35-yard line. And we'll get to the starting lineup here coming up momentarily. The quarterback, as Dave mentioned at the outset, Cade Urich. Jaron Peterson had over 90 yards rushing last week in the 40-6 loss. The Beat Diggers line up with trips to the right. 1st and 10 from their own 35. Peterson is the lone setback. And there's going to be a play action rolling to his right, throwing underneath. The pass is caught along the sideline and around the 45-yard line. And that is Jaron Peterson. A gain of close to 10. We'll see if that's a first down. I believe it went out at the 43. Gain of 8. 2nd down and 3 yards to go. That's a nice fake to begin the game, Dave. You bet. He rolled out really well, and his feet were moving, but he got his shoulders turned and was able to throw that bullet. It was a little low, a little outside, but that's something Coach Call wants to do, is be able to establish that passing game. Out of a shotgun is Urich. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. 2nd down and 2. The Beat Diggers at their own 43-yard line. Again, awaiting the snap. Urich will take off with the football. 1st down to the 45 along the right side, inside the 50 to the 48-yard line. There are 2 flags down, though, and that would more than likely signify a penalty against the Beat Diggers. Yeah, one of those holding penalties that happen well behind the play, something that probably shouldn't have happened. So that'll go from the 43 all the way back to the 33. The 43 was the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Beat Diggers at their own 33-yard line. Yeah, we'll get to the Beat Diggers starting lineup on defense. We'll do that for this particular game. Live in your world, learn in ours. For more information about Northeastern, go to njc.edu. Man in motion to the right. Urich out of the shotgun. Is going to take off on the quarterback draw. Running room to the outside. Cuts it back to the middle. Across the 40 to about the 41. Pretty well designed play. It's a gain of 8. 3rd down and 4 to go for the Beat Diggers. Yeah, real nice run, designed quarterback draw. Urich showed some pretty good footwork there as he took a jab step to the outside, made a tackler miss, and dove back over the middle. 3rd and 4 for Brush at their own 41-yard line. Trips to the left. We've seen different formations here to begin the game for Brush. 1 setback. That's Peterson to his left. There's the pitch left to Peterson. Swings it back towards the middle. That's a 1st down as he dived just across the 45. Looked like he had it easily, then was held up. But he lunged his body across for the gain of 4. And the Beat Diggers keep the drive going, although they probably would have gone for it had it been 4th and inches at this point, even on the first drive of the game. So there's something Diggers aren't usually used to, seeing the pass set up the run, and it sure worked good there. Lamar had 3 defensive linemen up on the line of scrimmage and not worried about our running game. 1st and 10 for the Beat Diggers at their own 45-yard line, lining up on that left side of the field. Awaiting the snap under center. Urich hands it off to the deep man, and that's going to be a gain of about 1. And on the carry there was Adrian Lopez before he was stacked up. And it looked like in on the hit was Trevor Butler. And also in on the play was Christian Nischberg. 2nd down and 9 to go. Reed called the head coach of the Beat Diggers, and Jason Tice, the head coach of the Lamar Savages. 2nd down and 9 for the 47-yard line. Check at the 46. Again, under center is Urich. 3 in the backfield. Play action, rolling to his right, still rolling, taking off of the football to the 50. 1st down to the 45, along the right sideline, then slips, and he's down at the 39, maybe the 38-yard line. But again, a well-designed play by the Bee Diggers. A gain of, we'll call it 16 and a brush first down.
I think he wanted to throw the ball, but Lamar had a pretty good coverage on her back that came out of the backfield. Cade Urich turned it upfield and had some really good blocking there from freshman running back Nick Welland.
1st and 10 with the football just inside the Lamar 39-yard line. Bee Diggers began the drive on their own 35. Abarca split to the left. One receiver. Make it now 2 out to the right. Awaiting the snap. Urich will hand it off on the right side and a gain of about 1. That's Nick Welland, the freshman, before he was stacked up over there by the linebacker Colton Eberhardt. It'll be 2nd down, and we'll call it 9 to go for the 38.
Yeah, just not a lot there for Nick. I think he wanted to run it inside the tackle, and he tried to bounce it outside. There's a defensive end and a linebacker waiting for him.
We got 9 minutes to go in the opening quarter. First drive of the game. The Bee Diggers are looking to get on the board. 2 receivers split each side. 1 setback. That's Peterson. 2nd and 9. There is the pitch left, and now a reverse. It looks like Mount wants to throw the football. Does along the sideline, and the pass is incomplete. Well defended over there. Looked like that the receiver was the quarterback. Urich got his hands on it, but it was well defended by Trevin Wirtz. 3rd down and 9, and Lamar was not fooled.
Well, they left our guy over the middle. I think that was Ben Brown. He ran a post route over the middle, and he was wide open, but I think it was too hard for Mount to be able to stop and make that throw.
3rd and 9. The Bee Diggers at the Lamar 38. Again, 2 receivers split each side. Naked backfield. Peterson is in motion to the left. Urich, 1-step drop, throws it out to his left, caught by Lopez, along the left sideline to the 30. He's got a 1st down still on his feet to about the 25. He might have got inside the 25, but a well-designed play once again.
Yeah, just that flare pass out to the left side, and Diggers taking advantage of a lot of speed that they're getting ahead of those Lamar Savages. You know, they all dropped back, and the linebackers weren't able to get out there quick enough. They just couldn't match the speed.
Gain of 14 there on the pass from Cade Urich on the swing pass to Adrian Lopez. 1st and 10 for the Bee Diggers at the Lamar 24-yard line. Again out of a shotgun. This time Urich takes off with the football after faking the handoff. He's got a big seam up the middle, and he's close to another 1st down. He might have gotten it inside the 15 to about the 14, maybe the 13. And they'll spot the ball here. It's a gain of 11, 1st and 10 for the Bee Diggers. And coming up now is the 10th play of the drive for Brush.
Just a nice looking rhythm they have out there. Urich gets them into the huddle, and they've already clapped their hands. They're already up on the line of scrimmage and not giving Lamar a lot of time to rest.
Well, let's see if Peterson gets the ball here. 1st and 10 from the 13. Man in motion to the left is Mount. This will be a gift to Mount on the end around to the 10. Along the sideline, back to the inside. And he's down inside the 5 towards the 2, maybe the 1. Excellent play for the Bee Diggers once again. And the spot looks like it's going to be the 2. It's a gain of 11 for Trent Mount. Another 1st down. And, Dave, last week it was all about Jaron Peterson, but Reed Call's really mixing it up this week.
Well, he needs to. He's got to give Eaton a lot to think about next week.
1st and goal from the 2. Again, Cade Urich, the junior quarterback, out of the shotgun. Has the football, runs to his right, and runs into some Savages, and then he gets in there. Nice job by Cade Urich from 2 yards away. And the Bee Diggers lead 6-0 with 7:35 to go in the opening quarter.
Cade Urich in that drive, he accounted for over 59 yards, 37 of those on the ground. Just doing a really good job of mixing it up there for the Diggers.
Now the extra point to be attempted by Daniel Abarca. And the extra point is up, and it is in between the uprights. It's good. 7:35 to go. We are in the opening quarter. It is Brush 7, Lamar nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. There's a high short kick fielded at the 15, running left to the 20 and into one of his teammates to the 25-yard line is Christian Nischberg. The Bee Diggers with an 11-play drive, 65 yards in 4 minutes and 25 seconds. And scoring was Cade Urich. Who got that, Dave?
That was number 33.
Oh, Addison Morales, my bad. All right. I'm getting older. 1st and 10 for Lamar at the 25.
So the defense is already lined up in that 5-man front, expecting to run.
Jeremiah Gonzalez is the quarterback under center. And there's the give right up the middle. That's virtually nothing, maybe a yard. Colton Eberhard got the football, man. Tough to see. They're all bunched in tight. That first Bee Digger score of the game brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Check that. Brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants, providing civil engineering services for aviation, municipal, commercial, and residential clients in Colorado. Western Engineering Consultants. 2nd down and 9 for Lamar at their own 26. There is the pitch right. Running room to the outside is cut off completely by Jaron Peterson, and it's a big loss on the pitch to Valentin Flores back to about the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of about 5 yards in the play. It'll be 3rd down and 14 to go for Lamar.
So Lamar in pregame, they came out showing a lot of option looks. You know, they tried to come up there. It didn't seem like they were reading a tackle or anything. Sometimes just a designed option off the defensive end, and I think that's what happened there. The only difference was the quarterback was ready to pitch the ball, no matter what.
Absolutely. It'll be 3rd down and 14, and Lamar threw just one pass last week. They'll hand it off once again. A big hole up the middle to Eberhard, close to a 1st down at the 35-yard line. He's right at the stick. If he missed it, he missed it by maybe about a few inches. It's a gain. We'll call it 13, but very close to a 1st down.
Remember those days when Greg Geno ran the football? We'd fake the pitch to the outside and then hand off that trap up the middle, and that's what that play was right there, just a fake quick pitch, and Eberhard took advantage of a huge hole as our linebackers were going after that pitch, man.
It'll be a 4th down and 1 just shy of the 35. They've got to get to the other side of the 35. Eberhard in the backfield. Lamar on their own side of the field. Handoff right up the middle. 1st down to Eberhard before the tackle was made by Ben Brown at the 39, or make it the 38, a gain of 3, and the drive continues for the Savages.
Boy, they didn't hesitate, did they? They just went back to that huddle. We're expecting them to punt the football just because they're so deep in their own territory, and Eberhard just ran hard.
Bee Digger starting lineup brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan, with locations in Fort Morgan, Sterling, and Brush. Available 24/7 for your banking needs. Proud to be Northeast Colorado's locally owned hometown savings and loan. That's Equitable Savings. 1st and 10 from the 38. Flores in motion. And there is the give right up the middle and nothing. The Bee Diggers right there defending Eberhard at the line of scrimmage. Stacked up by a couple of Bee Diggers. In on the play there was Riggs, Tan, and others. It'll be 2nd down and 10. It's Trent Mounts, Ben Brown, along with Nick Wellen, Colin Cole, Jaron Peterson, Ryan Dunker, part of that defense. Johnny Cyprian in the middle there. Michael Nichols, Josh Chacon, the aforementioned Riggs, Tan, and Daniel Abadka. 2nd down and 10 to go for Lamar at their own 38. 7-0 Brush and a 2-yard run by Cade Urich with 4:27 to go here in the opening quarter from Bee Digger Stadium. Under center once again is Gonzalez, man in motion. And there's the give right up the gut. And maybe back to the line of scrimmage or half a yard. And it looked like that was Trevin Wirtz. Well, it's tough to see who's getting the ball, Dave. I mean, these guys are all bunched up tight. No, they're going to say Morales. My bad. A gain of 1. It'll be 3rd down and 9 to go for the 39. And I think Lamar called a timeout there with 4:08 to go in the opening quarter. The Bee Diggers up by a touchdown. Lamar's just looking for their first points of the season after they were shut out last week. They lost last week, as we mentioned, to Eaton 35-0, and Eaton will be Brush's next opponent. You've got to imagine, or you'd think that there's somebody from Eaton here today, Dave.
Oh, yeah, they got to be watching this because, just like we were talking to Dave Miner back here, a longtime score clock guy for the Diggers, that's a big game next week when you start taking a look at the playoffs and the way they count points. And, Eaton had that good game against Platte Valley last night, even though Eaton didn't win it. That's a measuring stick for us.
I mean, there were a couple of fluke touchdowns that Platte Valley scored. There was a pass at the goal line, went off a leg, and it resulted in a 100-yard interception return. I saw it on Colorado Preps, and then Kevin Schaefer spoke with their head coach, Troy Hoffman of Platte Valley, and then a blocked punt that was also another touchdown for Platte Valley. It'll be 3rd down and 9 for the Savages at their own 39. Gonzalez is going to hand it off on the right side and a gain of 1 to the 40-yard line. And getting up there, let's see, that time, that was definitely Addison Morales. And the tackle was made by Michael Nichols. 4th down and 8 to go for the Savages. They will have to punt.
They're already lined up back there. Their punter's standing there about 15 yards back, and they're huddled up midway between him and the snapper. So,
and White racing off the field for the Bead Diggers. They had to call a timeout. The Bead Diggers had to call a timeout because it looked like Johnny Cyprian was racing off the field. He would have been the 12th man out there, and the ball would have been snapped. That would have been a 5-yard penalty against the Bead Diggers. Bead Digger timeout brought to you by Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance. When you're looking for someone to walk you through the insurance world, turn to the office of Greg Mullen and Brush. Home, auto, life, and health. State Farm Insurance is there for you and your family. Give Greg Mullen a call, 842-4555. But a solid start so far for Brush, Dave.
Yeah, playing some really good defense. You know, you see us come out with the 5-man front, showing that 5-3 look, and then when they spread us out a little bit, we had a 4-man front there, and it looked more like the 4-3 that we've run in the past. And you know, the Diggers are mixing it up defensively as much as they are offensively.
Let's see who's there to punt. That could be Brock Murphy. It's a short snap, and the ball is loose, and he had his knee down. Bead Diggers should have it right there at the 25, and they do. And it was to Brock Murphy, but once he picked it up, his right knee was on the ground, so the Bead Diggers, off a huge special teams mistake, will have the ball with 3:31 to go in the opening quarter at the Lamar 35-yard line.
Yeah, just a low snap, but, you know, you had to know that offensive line was really worried. Brush had all their guys up there except for our return man up there in the gaps, like we were going to try to block it anyway. So you could bet the snapper was thinking he was going to have to block somebody right after he got rid of the ball.
1st and 10 for the Bead Diggers, and this time Cade Urich, the junior quarterback, who scored the only touchdown of the game, will be under center. Long count, and then the ball is dropped and it fumbled, and Lamar might have it. It's still loose, and then Lamar falls on it unless it was down by contact. Yeah, I think the Bead Diggers had the football down by contact at the 27-yard line, but he never got the snap clean. It's a loss of 2 back to the 27. 2nd down and 12 to go, and sometimes you have to slow the game down, Dave, because it looked like one thing happened or the other, either pulling out too early from under center or just a sloppy snap. 2nd down and 12 from the 27. 3 in the backfield, including Jaron Peterson. Urich is going to pitch it right to Peterson, swinging it towards the outside of the 25. Has a seam to the 20, along the sideline, 10, 5, and he nearly had a touchdown. He's right at around the 2. Jaron Peterson with a gain of about 26 yards. 1st and goal for Brush.
Just a nice job there by Peterson as Urich pitched it behind him. You know, it was a designed quick pitch, but the ball was probably a yard behind him. And he had to spin around backward and he's running right, but he had to use his left hand to pull the ball in, complete the spin, and then made those big yards.
He didn't lead him at all, as you could see if you're at the game and listening. 1st and goal with a football at the 1. Cade Urich will turn, hand it off to Peterson off left tackle, and then he tries to back his way into the end zone and does. And the Bead Diggers lead 13-0 over Lamar with 2:17 to go in the opening quarter.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got to give Urich a lot of credit. Even on that ball that was almost a fumble, you know, he was trying to make a play happen there, showing his athleticism, and he's out there running this offense like a veteran, like he's been playing with these kids for years, even though this is his first year in Brush.
Well, but he does look like you said, he's settling in. And the extra point by Daniel Abadka is good. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. First quarter. It is Brush 14, Lamar nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Off the special teams mistake, the Bead Diggers capitalized. 3 plays, 35 yards. A big run, a 26-yarder by Jaron Peterson, scored from a yard out, and the Bead Diggers now lead 14-0 with 2:17 to go in the opening quarter. Addison Morales is back deep to receive. Might be Jeremiah Gonzalez flanking him off to the right, or Valentin Flores. Low line drive kick. And what happened there? We had the whistle, unless it was not signaled for play.
Yeah, it looked like the ball fell off the tee first. Going to give him another shot at it.
Yep, so it'll be kicked off again. Abadka kicks the extra points, but this is a different kicker. And a huge kick all the way down to the 9. Running to his right is Flores to the 20, along the sideline to the 25, back to the middle. He's got a seam to the 40, into the open. Then he breaks out of a tackle, and then he's down at the 38. It was Caleb Cox back there trying to make the play. He got enough of them, but a return of close to 30 yards, and Bee Diggers have got to improve that area of their team. Too big of a return there, as Lamar has the football in decent field position to begin the drive.
Historically, we haven't been the best on kick coverage. But a good thing, like you said, Caleb Cox out there in the open field. The kid cut back here towards the home stands, and it was wide open for him to make the distance, and Caleb was able to get in there low and grab his legs.
1st and 10 for Lamar at their own 37-yard line. Again, they threw one pass last week against Eaton, have not attempted a pass here. Brock Murphy is the receiver to the left. He's a huge receiver. He's got a tight end type of body. And there's the give right up the middle. Big hole for Eberhardt. Snaps out of a tackle. Then he's got a first down as he was upended at the 48, maybe the 49, a gain of 11. And let me tell you, that might have been a touchdown-saving tackle for Jade Queen.
Yeah, it was wide open. You know, again, just running that trap up the middle. I think the Diggers expecting everything out wide and forgetting about that fullback.
1st and 10 for Lamar at their own 49. The Bee Diggers with 1:45 to go in the first, lead 14-0. 2-yard touchdown run by Cade Urich, a 1-yarder by Jaron Peterson. Flores in motion, and the handoff to Eberhardt, and the ball is loose. The Bee Diggers have it at midfield. I believe they do. I don't know if Eberhardt ever had it cleanly, but the ball was recovered by Ryan Dunker. And that's a big turnover there for Lamar, so they made a special teams mistake, which was not necessarily a turnover because they were punting anyway. That's a legitimate one, and now Brush in business again right at midfield.
Yeah, the quarterback, he just takes the snap, and then he reaches up high like he's going to pitch the ball and hands it off down low. That time the Diggers weren't fooled.
Right under center is Cade Urich. He'll hand it off on the right side to Peterson, stutter stepping, and he dives to about that's Lopez. Dives to about the 45, and the Bee Diggers in a hurry-up offense. 2nd down and 5 to go, and now we have a stoppage. Jeremiah Gonzalez coming off the field, an equipment issue for Lamar. Coming in as Brock Murphy. 2nd and 5 for the Bee Diggers at the 45 of Lamar. We're down to 1:15 to go in the opening quarter. Bee Diggers up by 2 touchdowns. Urich once again is under center. He'll hand it off to Peterson off left tackle, and he's got about 3 yards, if even that. We'll give him just 2 to the 43. Stacked up by the right side of that Lamar defensive line. Colton Eberhardt also in on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 3 to go. A short 3 as the ball just inside the Lamar 43. Now, this looks like 4-down territory for the Bee Diggers anyway. Urich awaiting the snap. Has it. Hands off to Peterson. Left side. 1st down. He drives his way inside the 40 to about the 37. It's a gain of 6. And the Bee Diggers right back up to the line of scrimmage. 36 seconds to go. They're trying to maximize the number of plays in this first quarter.
And I like how they're practicing this quick offense. You know, that's something you need. You need that late, if you make it into the playoffs. You got to use the clock to your advantage.
1st and 10 for Brush at the Lamar 37. It's a give to Peterson, and he's got a big hole up the middle to the 30, inside the 30 to the 28. Stutter stepped his way for a gain of close to 10. Let's see where the ball is spotted with 16.6 seconds to go. Are they going to give him the first down? I thought it was short. Yeah, gain of 9, 2nd down and 1. I didn't think he had a first down from here. And they're going to measure. All right, well, yeah, that's why it's 9 or 10. If they're going to measure, it's obviously close to 10. As they bring out the sticks. Let Brenda help you to be smarter about your insurance at Farmers Insurance Agency. She can provide customized coverage at an affordable price. 522-1341. They stretch the sticks. And that, it's short by about 6 inches, so it's really close to a gain of 10 there for Peterson. Dave, I'm guessing today 150, 175 yards for Peterson.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he's already at 50 yards on 6 carries, so
yeah, I mean,
a lot of good touches. And, their Brush came out running that spread, but ever since then they've been in that double tight, and a lot of that time's unbalanced. So Coach Gall's taking advantage of the overcompensation that Lamar makes to try to account for that extra lineman on one side of the ball, and he's just picking away at him.
That's the end of the opening quarter with the score. Brush 14, Lamar nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. 14-0 Brush leads Lamar this Saturday afternoon. John Beltran back with Dave Urich at Bead Digger Stadium, where the Bead Diggers have it 2nd down and 1 at the Lamar 28 with 3 in the backfield. Urich under center. Play action, looking to throw out to his left. It's dropped by Lopez. He didn't have a ton of running room over there, but it was right to him at the 29 and did not look it in. It'll be 3rd down and a yard. That's a great play call, by the way, on that short of yardage to go.
Yeah, that could have broke open if he would have been able to catch the ball and just make one move. But like you said, he heard those footsteps, and a lot of times that gets your eyes off the ball.
3rd down and 1 to go for Brush at the Lamar 28-yard line. Handoff, Peterson, left side. He's got enough for the first down to the 26. He was tackled a little bit high there by Colton Eberhard. Also in on the play was Ulysses Luna, a 6', 190-pound senior, gain of 2. And coming up for the Bead Diggers will be the 6th play of the drive after they picked up their second first down of the possession.
Lamar's got some size over there. Linemen weighing 250, 240, 270, 245.
Oh, they're huge.
Yep.
Now, but the thing is, are they quick?
Well, they can't get from sideline to sideline so far.
That's the thing. Mount the receiver to the right. Ben Brown to the left. 1st and 10 for Brush at the 26 of Lamar. Looking to throw over the middle. The pass incomplete to Mount at about the 11, and that was overthrown. Yeah, Cade still looking to establish his rhythm in the passing game. And quite frankly, Dave, I have no idea who the leading receiver is going to be this year. You know that Brown is a receiver, Mount, a Bodka out of the tight end position, but nobody, obviously it's too early to establish who that's going to be. And even Peterson out of the backfield. I mean, he can catch a pass or two or even more. 2nd and 10, man in motion, naked backfield. Urich in a shotgun. Quarterback draw, runs up the middle of the 25, tries to break out of a tackle, dives towards the 20. It's a gain of close to 6. 3rd down and 4 to go for Brush.
Yeah, don't forget about Lopez catching the ball, too. He had that one catch today for 14 yards. So
yep, that's right.
Might be a receiver by committee this year.
Well, I mean, that's what Tom Brady's done for years. I mean, you got Gronkowski there with the Patriots, but Edelman and Amendola and...
I don't like talking about them.
Yeah, I know. My bad. 3rd and 4 from the 20. Urich is under center. 3 receivers to the right. Pass out in the right flat. It is caught by Mount. Then he throws it to the end zone. Touchdown. It was behind the line of scrimmage. What a play to Ben Brown. Holy mahungus. And the Bead Diggers lead 20-0. That was a lateral out to Mount on the right side.
Well, it was a double pass. It was both passes behind the line of scrimmage. So just a great play there by the Diggers. Another example of how savvy Coach Call is, making things happen.
20 yards away. Now the extra point is going to be up. And that extra point is good. We've got 10 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the second quarter. The score, Brush 21 and Lamar nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. On the ensuing kickoff, Colin Cole upends Valentine Flores at the 19-yard line. Dave, I'm trying to figure out who the kicker is for Brush there. There's 2 consecutive good kicks.
I missed it as well.
I'm not sure if that's... Was it Ricky Mendez out there? Yeah, we'll find out. The Bead Diggers will be scoring more today the way they've gone. They have yet to punt. 1st and 10 for Lamar at their own 19-yard line. By the way, for Brush, that was an 8-play drive covering 50 yards in 2 minutes and 56 seconds. And Trent Mount to Ben Brown. It went from Urich. He threw a lateral there to Mount, and he threw it to a wide-open Brown. Gonzalez, the quarterback, will give it up on the right side. A gain of about 3 to the 22 on that dive. Colton Eberhard, who's gotten the majority of the carries in this game. Rigstan made the hit. 2nd down and 7 to go for Lamar, that is, at their own 22-yard line.
Yeah, he has their offense, 33 yards on 7 carries, but aside from a couple of big runs, Brush has been holding him. You know, it comes down to if they'll just play assignment football there in the middle of the field, not fall for that pitch to the outside.
On 2nd down and 7 from their own 22-yard line, Lamar in their white uniforms with the orange and black pants. Handoff again. Similar play towards the 25. This time it's Addison Morales for a gain of 3. Lopez made the hit, and getting up a little bit slowly was Jade Queen, grabbing his wrist a little bit. 3rd down and 4 to go. Yeah, there's nothing fancy here. 3-4 yards in a cloud of dust, as the old saying goes.
Yeah, like you said, nothing fancy. You got to wonder if they're not trying to get Brush to key on that fullback so that they can open up that option on the outside.
From the 25-yard line, 3rd down and 4 to go for the Savages. 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Flores is set back out to the left. There's another one to the right. And there's the quarterback keeper by Gonzalez back up the middle, and he's swallowed up. There is a flag down. I wonder if that happened before the play. That play might have been whistled dead. Nope, illegal procedure. Well, let's see if the play counts. It's a gain of about 1 to the 26-yard line. Oh, illegal formation, so that's not a false start or anything, so it will be Beat Digger football as soon as Lamar punts.
Big Brock Murphy's already lined up back there to punt the football, and you're right, he is tall, 6'5", 220 pounds.
Trent Mount back deep to receive for the Beat Diggers. And now we have a stoppage once again. It'll be 4th down and 3 to go for Lamar at their own 26-yard line. You wonder if they might pull out the stops and try a fake. I mean, they're already down 21-0 with 8:55 to go in the second quarter, but you've got to expect anything when you're down this big. It's a direct snap to the punter, heavy rush, and that punt is going to go towards the 50-yard line. A high punt, take a huge Lamar roll inside the 45 to the 41. So the punt goes for 33 yards, and the Beat Diggers again have good field position here to begin their 4th drive of the game. They've had 3 possessions and have scored 3 times.
You're right, that punt had some of the best hang time we've probably ever seen together, but hit the ground and took that big bounce and sure fell in Lamar's favor.
And Dave, I'm still celebrating that big play. That pass from that was beautiful. We'll have some video up, by the way, on our KSIR Sports Facebook page, KSIR B106, also on YouTube. Out of the shotgun. And there is the give to Peterson. Big hole to the 45 up the middle. He's down at the 47. Valentin Flores made the hit. It's a gain of 6 once again. Well, maybe they'll give him 5. 2nd down and 5. Valentin Flores again in on the tackle there for Lamar.
Yep, just having a hard time holding on to that snap. I noticed here juggled it just a little bit as it came in a little bit low.
I wonder how big his hands are. You know, I'm not saying that that's got anything to do with it, but you're right, because we don't have any conditions that would warrant struggling handling the ball. 2nd down, and we'll call it 5. There's the fake on the end around. Urich takes off. He's inside the 50, and then he's going to be driven back right at the 49-yard line, close to a 1st down. He might be a tad short. We'll give him 4 yards for Trent Mount. Oh, you know, here you could definitely call a pass here on a 3rd down and inches to go at the 49.
Yeah, I think Coach Call loves these opportunities because he's already shown us a flea flicker pass, now a double pass. See what he pulls out this time.
3rd down and less than a yard to go for the Lamar 49. 1 setback for Brush, quarterback sneak. It's going to be pretty simple, and it'll be a 1st down to the 47 for a gain of 2.
You know, he shows a lot of power, though. He doesn't go down easy. You know, guys make those hits on him, and he'll still try to break that tackle and get forward.
Oh, you're right. Well, that's just a product also of the legs not stopping. So the Beat Diggers have it at the 47 of the Savages after picking up the 1st down on 3rd and 1. 7:15 to go, second quarter. The Beat Diggers up 21-0 out of the shotgun. Out to his left. Pass is caught by Peterson along the sideline. He's got a first down, tackle from behind at about the 35-yard line by Valentin Flores. However, there's a flag down. Illegal shift against the Beat Diggers. So it's coming back. I didn't see what was illegal about the shift.
Well, if they're saying that he was moving towards the line of scrimmage, I'd have to argue that with him.
Yeah, I didn't see that at all. Well,
now, Peterson went in motion, but he was definitely not headed towards the line of scrimmage. He was veering backwards because our receivers that were already out here, he had to go backwards because he would have ran into him.
Well, the Beat Diggers will have it 1st and 15, just shy of the 48-yard line on their own side of the field. 1-yard touchdown run by Peterson, preceded by a 2-yarder from Urich and a 20-yard pass from Trent Mount to Ben Brown. Out of the shotgun is Urich. Has the football, 3-step drop, throwing over the middle. The pass is complete on the screen to Peterson, and he tries to break out of a tackle inside the 45 to about the 41. Valentin Flores tackled him from behind, but it's a gain of 11.
Really nice middle screen there. There was a lot of traffic, a lot of bodies in there. But Urich so tall, he was able to get the ball up. He had the ball clear up above his helmet and made that throw over the top of the defensive linemen's heads.
2nd down and 7 to go for the 41. Check it, 4 yards to go for the 41. Trips to the left. Urich is going to roll that way. He'll stop. He'll heave it up the left side and wide open and incomplete. It was overthrown to Trent Mount. He had about a couple of steps on the defender at around the 5-yard line, but threw it way too close to the sideline towards the middle of the field. Would have given Mount a better shot.
Yeah, just an overthrow. But, he's rolling to the left. He's a right-handed quarterback, and he was able to get out here. He had enough protection. That offensive line took care of him enough to where he could set his feet. Maybe that was the problem.
And Mount doesn't have blazing speed, but he knows how to separate from defenders, which is the key. I mean, one thing is to be fast, but I've seen fast guys not knowing how to run patterns, and Mount knows how to run them. 3rd down and 4. Is Mount going to get it on the end around? He does. Cuts it back to the inside. He's got a first down. Trent Mount back towards the middle. Picks up 6 yards in the play. Trevor Butler made the tackle from behind, and the Beat Diggers have it at the Lamar 35-yard line with 5:56 to go. 2nd quarter. Brush 21, Lamar nothing. Lamar's been outscored 56-0 over the first 5.5 quarters of the 2016 season after Eaton beat him last week. 35-0. Beat Diggers have trips to the right. Mount in motion to the left, now resets out of the shotgun. Urich will hand off to Peterson. Stutter steps along the left sideline to the 25. He's got a first down, still on his feet. And can he get into the end zone? I think he was knocked out of bounds. But Peterson with some nifty running. I mean, I thought he was going to be stopped big time at around the 20-yard line. Peterson got to about the 6. It's a gain of 29 for Jaron Peterson. Dave, he tight-roped the sideline there.
He sure did. That was just an example of just desire, because he could have gone out of bounds. Nobody would have blamed him. He had the first down, but he fought to keep his feet in bounds and just showed some really good balance.
If he doesn't get 150 yards, Dave, it's because the lead is going to be so big he'll be taken out of the game.
He's got 86 right now on 9 carries.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line for Brush. Urich rolls to his right, looking to throw, takes off with the football, throws, incomplete. He had Nick Wellen slightly open at around the 2, and there is no doubt that regardless of the result of this game, well, I mean, you assume Brush is going to win, that Reed Call and the offense, they're going to work on that passing game because it is not looking crisp right now.
Well, that was one where we need to catch the ball, but Urich, when he made that throw, he was rolling right. He was having to run so hard because he had the defensive lineman chasing him. He kind of had to sidearm to get it in there, and it just didn't work.
2nd and goal for the 6. Yeah, it was well executed there by Urich. Under center this time, the deep back is Jaron Peterson. On 2nd down. Cade will hand it off to Peterson. Back to the inside. He's got a touchdown after that cut. 6 yards away from Jaron Peterson. His 2nd touchdown of the game. Brush 27, Lamar nothing.
92 yards for Peterson. Again, Brush just lining up with the double tight and showing some force, pounding the football.
Now the extra point. Is that Abadka still out there with that number, Dave? Because that looks like a 64, which would be a freshman, J.R. Purga. Yeah, that is Purga. P-U-G-A. The extra point is good. Well, we'll figure this out, unless I'm reading that wrong. All right, 5:21 to go. Second quarter, Brush 28, Lamar nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Carlos Urbina kicks it off, and it hits a Savage at the 6 and goes into the end zone. And Dave, I mean, this kid has been kicking well all game.
Yeah, he's a late ad. He's actually a soccer player. He only takes one step and kicks it down to the 5-yard line.
And that is impressive. And, yeah, it looks like J.R. Puga, and I apologize if I don't have that pronunciation correct. If I could say pronunciation, that would help. B-Diggers lead 28-0. That was a 9-play drive in 3 minutes and 21 seconds. First and 10 for Lamar at their own 20. And this will be a give on the right side and back to the middle for a gain of maybe a yard. And on the carry there was Christian Nischberg, and the tackle was made by Jade Queen.
They tried to run a little crossbuck action there in the backfield in our defensive end, and our linebacker stayed home and made a good tackle.
Second down and 9 to go. I mean, are they going to do this all year, you think, Dave? I mean, just never throw the ball. I mean, running is great, but you got to be successful with it to keep it going. Second down and 9 for the Savages at their own 21-yard line. And there is the pitch left. Running room back to the outside. A first down to the 30. Along the sideline across the 40 to the 42. And that's a big gainer there for Trevor Butler. He was the leading ground gainer last week before the hit was made. And that's a gain of 20.
Yeah, good thing that Cole made that tackle back there. He would have been off to the races. But like you said, once he got through that initial defensive line, he just broke that open and showed a lot of speed.
First and 10 for Lamar at their own 41-yard line, trailing 28-0. 4:17 to go in the second quarter. Gonzalez under center is going to roll to his right. He's got Murphy open, throws. It's incomplete. Behind the intended receiver at midfield, and that was Butler, who just had that big run. Actually, was at their own 45-yard line. Didn't quite get to midfield. Second down and 10 to go for the Savages.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they're just going to work on establishing that running game, and maybe that's why they just can't complete the pass.
Bob Baer knows his defense, and you can watch him there for Brush. He's a former defensive coordinator in Fort Morgan, and he's making sure he's got his guys in the right spots there.
Well, we've been playing that 5-3 for the most of the game, doing a lot of stemming but not a lot of blitzing.
Second down and 10, Lamar at their own 41-yard line. Butler in motion, a give on the counter on the right side, and that is a gain of 3 on the play. Looked like Nischberg got it that time to the 44-yard line. That was assignment football, and Riggs Tan was the first player in on the hit along with Adrian Lopez, because there were players going in 3 different directions. Third down and 7.
Yeah, and a lot of our defense was going the other direction because 2 of their running backs went that way. But luckily for us, like you said, our guys played assignment football and stayed home.
Third down and 7 for Lamar at their own 44-yard line. This is some of the best field position they've had here in the first half. B&J Plumbing can handle all your plumbing needs, from clogged drains to a major construction project. 522-3828. Murphy, the receiver, out to the right. Check that. On third down, the pass over the middle is caught. Wide open is Butler into the secondary across the 25 to about the 24-yard line. That's the first pass that Lamar's completed all season. Ben Brown made the hit. The official spot will be the 23, a gain of 29.
Sort of a short post pattern.
Check that, Dave. Gain of 33. My bad there.
Sort of a short post pattern. Just got him right there in between our safety and our linebackers, and he took advantage of it with his speed.
And we do have a timeout called by Lamar. Their second timeout with 3:07 to go. B-Diggers will play once again on Friday night here against the Eaton Reds. That'll start at 7 o'clock on 1010 and KSIR.com. This is their only Saturday regular season game. Hopefully we'll be doing quite a few Saturday playoff games. And the way the offense is looking today, that's it's always a possibility.
You know, I think we played our toughest game, like we said several times against Fort Morgan last week. And now, for us, it's more of a matter of just getting better and giving a lot of these younger guys the experience they need to have, as much depth as we can when we get to the end. Because I really believe we have the schedule in the conference to where we can get in the playoffs. We got a good shot at it.
Oh, yeah. Well, they'll have Platte Valley on the road again this year, but Dave, quite frankly, Platte Valley's not the team they were a year ago. They're good. They only brought back 8 starters.
But like you said, it took a lot of good breaks for them to get past Eaton last night.
1st and 10 for Lamar at the Brush 23. And the ball is bobbled right at the line of scrimmage. Then it was given off. And the Bee Diggers have it. I thought it was given off to a Savage because it looked like the ball might have been pinballed around. But Brush recovered the ball at about the 16, so the ball just rolled forward. I didn't see the ball roll forward. I just saw the bodies move in that direction.
Yeah, I saw Gonzalez. He went up in the air. His hands were above everybody else trying to get a hold of the ball as he took it out from center. But then somebody must have made a big hit and kicked that ball, in the Beat Digger defensive backfield. And luckily for us, we fell on it.
Well, Dave, this is the second fumble by Lamar in this game. Out of the shotgun is Urich. 1st and 10 for the 15. Rolling to his left. Wants to throw. Throws it incomplete over the head. And hands, I should say, at Ben Brown at the 25. And again, the one thing I'm seeing with Cade, he's got a great arm. But there's so many passes he's made in the first game and a half that just have been a little bit high.
Yeah, just put a little bit too much on it. He's 3 for 8 today. Mounts 1 for 2. But we have 33 yards, 53 yards total passing, and that's a lot more than we usually have.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't wait till this passing game really gets going because this offense is going to be tough to stop. It's been tough to stop today. Trips to the left, 2nd down and 10 for Brush at their own 15-yard line. Now we have a flag down. And, yep, this is on the Bee Diggers. Apparently the ball was picked up and placed back down on the turf, which is illegal. Isaac Romero, the center, who's an excellent player, but just had a minor miscue there. Bee Diggers now facing a 2nd down and 15 at the 10-yard line. Will this be Peterson time? No, play action. Rolling to his left is Urich, looking, throwing, and the pass is incomplete. Out along the sideline. Ben Brown was out there, and there was another receiver. There were 2 receivers in the same spot, and Peterson was the other. 3rd down, and again, another example where the passing game is completely out of sync.
Yeah, our deep guy, Colin Cole, was wide open, too.
Yeah.
If we could have hit him on the run.
Right, he was. I saw him a couple of steps ahead of the defender, if not more. You know what the Bee Diggers used to run here successfully is that screen pass here on a 3rd and long or even a draw play. Let's see what Coach Call has cooked up here. 3rd and 15 for the 10. This will be a pitch left to Peterson, looking for a block, gets it back to the inside, and he's down at about the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6. I'm not sure if he had more room to the outside, Dave.
Yeah, he had a block to the outside as well as the receiver had the guy sealed off. But when you're out there and you're running the ball, you see green, you're going to go with your first instinct, and you can't blame him for that. Daniel
Abadka to punt. Now we've established everything that I should have had at the beginning of the game. J.R. Puga is the kicker for the extra points. Carlos Urbina on the kickoffs, and now a low snap bounces in. Nice job by Abadka. Gets it off, and what a punt. It's going to sail over the head of Flores. He picks it up on a bounce, drops it at the 33, and then Colin Cole wraps him up at the 31. Those are 2 outstanding plays by the punter Abadka and by the tackler Cole.
And Colin's been doing that. He's been making those open field tackles on defense, on kick and punt coverage. Just a great job hustling down the field, tackling low.
You know what that looks like, Dave? A wrestler.
Well, he's used to shooting single legs,
Right.
that's for sure.
I mean, he went down low there and made a really nice tackle. And with 2:06 to go, before the break, Lamar's got it 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. And who knows, Dave, the Bee Diggers, by the way, that's the first time the Bee Diggers been held on offense. They could get this game to a running clock. Still a little bit early for that. They need a couple of more touchdowns. 1st and 10. 2 receivers to the left for Lamar, not bunched in tight like they've been. Butler in motion. The ball is loose again. And Lamar has it this time back at the 31. They're having a lot of issues. Now, I wonder what's actually happening out there. Is Lamar's had the issues. You mentioned that Cade Urich, the Brush quarterback, on a few occasions had trouble handling the ball. So it's not just happening on one side.
Right. They're both struggling. But, that time I'm not sure if Lamar didn't have a trick play up their sleeve because we haven't seen that spread so much, even though they did have some cross-buck action after that.
2nd down and 11 for Lamar at their own 31-yard line. The Beat Diggers putting together an awesome first half here with 1:26 to go. And now we've got the third timeout used up by Lamar. Let's take it with them. 30-second break. 1:25 to go, second quarter. Brush 28. Lamar nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Beat Diggers lead the Savages 28-0 with 1:25 to go before the break. John Beltran back with Dave Urich at Beat Digger Stadium. Jaron Peterson has touchdown runs of 1 and 6 yards. Cade Urich with a 2-yarder. And then Urich threw a lateral to Trent Mounts, and then he threw a pass to a wide-open Ben Brown, a 20-yarder. 2nd down and 1 for Lamar. 2nd and 11, I should say, at the 31. Over the middle, wide open is Murphy at the 45. He's across the 50 to the 48, and the Beat Diggers completely blew that coverage. It's a gain of 21 and a first down for the Savages.
Well, you got to give them a little bit of credit. They did throw that pass again between our linebacker and our safety, finding an open space there.
He had a huge separation, though, yeah. I mean, I thought that would be covered better. But, again, Lamar doesn't really throw the football, so 1st and 10. And there is the pitch left to the outside is Butler. Then he fumbles the ball, and right there jumping on it is Jade Queen at the 45. Third fumble by Lamar in the first half. And the Beat Diggers have a shot here with 2 timeouts and 1:01 to go before halftime.
Yeah, just a good job there by Queen to hustle over there and get the football, as it was right out there in the open, about where your linebackers stand, and nobody else was there. He had to get there before everybody else did.
Dave, I would love to see a nice completed pass here go a long way, just so that passing game gets into complete rhythm, because the best pass they've thrown was off a trick play. 1st and 10 at their own 45. Trips to the left. Urich in a shotgun. Has the football. Rolls to his left. Still rolling. Sets. Now rolls to his left again after stopping. He'll take off along the sideline and goes out of bounds. Very smart play by the junior at about the 48, maybe the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7 to go for the Beat Diggers.
That time Lamar had us covered pretty well. Looked a lot like that play we tried to run earlier, the last time we had the football, when Colin Cole was so wide open. But this time Lamar had it covered.
Well, if they're that good, throw a flea flicker at them. I mean, not that I'm good at calling plays. I'm terrible. Because Coach Call is one of the best. I mean, really one of the best, if not the best, in calling plays. Trips to the right. Out of a shotgun. 2 to the left. It's a naked backfield. 2nd down and 7. Urich will roll to his right. He'll throw off his back foot. Pass is caught, but then getting nothing there and getting hit behind the line of scrimmage is Ben Brown. The blocking was not out there. It just wasn't meant to be for the Beat Diggers. A loss of 1. We've got 38 seconds to go. The clock is rolling. 3rd down and 8 for Brush at their own 47-yard line. That was well defended by the Savages.
Be interesting to see if they go for the gusto here and really put one down the field.
Clock is rolling. We're down to 20 seconds to go. 3rd and 8 from the 47. Urich once again in a shotgun. 3-step drop. Looks, takes off with a football. Back to the middle to the 50. And then he's going to dive to the 45. Very close to a first down. The clock is stopped with 9.4 seconds to go, and that is a timeout called by the Beat Diggers. The gain is 8, right at the stick. I think he's got a first down, Dave, and that timeout brought to you by Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance, 842-4555. Now I'm really looking forward to what this play is going to be.
Yeah, he one of the best things I like about Coach Calls on 3rd down, if whether somebody else calls the timeout or he calls it himself, he always brings something special to the table.
Well, when an incredible play is made at any level in most sports, a lot of the broadcasters broadcasters say unbelievable. Well, everything here is believable with what the Brush offense can do because Coach Call is so inventive and creative. So whether it's a standard pass, whether it's a double pass, we haven't seen a flea flicker. I just brought that up. Even a hook and ladder, anything.
Yeah, but Lamar's going to be expecting the trick play, and they're going to play prevent right here. So really, it's a matter of if the Diggers have some sort of a creative way to run their patterns with that bunch of receivers over there to get one of them open.
9.4 seconds to go. Naked backfield, trips to the right. Urich looks to throw. He's going to set up. He's going to get hit as he throws, and the ball is loose. It's still loose, and it's picked up by Lamar. I believe his arm was not moving forward. They're going to call that a fumble at the 33-yard line with 1.1 seconds. Oh, no. The Beat Diggers have it because it's rolling clock.
Yep, our guy ended up falling on it.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, the Beat Diggers, it will be a loss there of 19 yards in the play to close out the first half. But nonetheless, the Beat Diggers, despite not scoring on that drive, lead at the break. 28-0 over Lamar on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Let's begin the second half. The Beat Diggers lead at Beat Digger Stadium over the Lamar Savages by a score of 28-0. A couple of touchdown runs in the first half from Jaron Peterson, one by Cade Urich, and then my favorite play, maybe everybody's favorite play, Dave, the 20-yard option pass from Trent Mount to Ben Brown, the double pass, but really the first one was a lateral. It goes as a lateral, and that's why Trent Mount gets credit there for the touchdown pass from 20 yards away. All right, so to kick it off for the Beat Diggers will be Carlos Urbina. We're just waiting for the clock to reset. 2 years ago when the Beat Diggers went to Lamar, they won that game 42-0. Got to a running clock in the fourth quarter. Last year was much closer, 33-21. Brush got off to that huge lead in the first half and had to hold off a Lamar rally. There's a huge kick by Urbina, and that one's going to take a bounce at the one and into the end zone.
Wow.
He's got a strong leg. And Dave, the wind was whipping quite a bit. And look at the flag now. It's extremely limp. It's barely moving at this point.
And you look at the trees in the distance over there on Ray Street, and they're flapping around pretty good. So got a good break there on that kickoff. But I'll tell you what, Urbina's got a really strong leg. Because that's not a low kick either. It's got some hang time.
1st and 10 for Lamar at their own 20-yard line. Yeah, they had decent field position last time out and could not get into the red zone. They've not been in the red zone yet. One receiver split out to the right. Split backfield. Gonzalez hands it off right up the middle. A big hole for Eberhard. He dives across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 11. Trent Mount makes the tackle. And the Savages, just on that quick dive, get a first down in the first play of the second half.
Again, though, they had that double wing sort of look. The wing on the left side came in motion back behind Eberhard and got the Diggers thinking and worried about the sweep. Just handing the ball off to him up the middle like they did in the first half.
1st and 10 for Lamar at their own 31-yard line. Trailing 28-0. Receivers still split out to the right on this second play. This time it's Eberhard right up the gut, and he dives to the 33 off that initial hit by Jade Queen. A gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 to go for Lamar. I'd like to wish a happy anniversary to my good friends Rock and Mary Mathis, now living in St. Simon Islands, Georgia. 22 years. And Dave, you know what day of the week they got married?
What day?
On a Saturday.
Well,
so it only makes sense. Yeah, 22 years ago on this date and on this day of the week. 2nd down and 8 to go for the Savages at their own 33-yard line. Gonzalez under center, right up the gut again to Eberhard. The Beat Diggers are right there after a couple of yards to stack him up. And this is basically the epitome of gang tackling for Brush. First man in on the hit was Josh Chacon, the junior. 3rd and 6 to go for Lamar.
Yeah, the Diggers are zeroing in on Eberhard. Going to have to make sure we're staying wide awake there on the corners in case they don't hand the ball to him and they finally follow through with the quick pitch.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see if they'll throw that little pass up the middle like they did to Murphy that went for 33 yards there in the opening half. 3rd down and 6 to go. Again, one receiver split right. Butler in motion. Handoff up the middle. 1st down. Eberhard is tackled from behind. Right around the ankles by Jade Queen at the 43. It's a gain of 8. And the Bee Diggers got sucked outside a little bit and had a big hole up the middle.
Still making that fake on that double wing motion. Faking the pitch. Just handing off on that draw back up the middle. Catching our linebackers not staying home.
1st and 10 for Lamar. 2 minutes into the third quarter. The Bee Diggers lead 28-0. Jeremiah Gonzalez is back to throw, rolling to his right underneath. It's nearly picked off by Peterson, who would have had a man to beat for a touchdown along the left sideline. And he tried to run with the football before he had it. Look at Trent Mount in the secondary, holding his hands on top of his helmet. He knew that his teammate and fellow senior Peterson had a pick 6.
Yeah, it's fun to see the guys having fun out there on each other like that and patting him on the head, telling him it's all right.
And Peterson read it perfectly, too. All he had to do was make the catch, and if he wasn't gone, he would have been tackled by the quarterback, and that's the only guy that was out there. On 2nd and 10, Lamar at their own 43. There's the give to Eberhardt. Breaks a tackle. First down into the secondary across the 40 to the 33. Fumbled it, but he was down. He was definitely down. It's a gain of 24 for Colton Eberhardt, and that's a couple of big, if not 2 or 3 big runs he's had in this game so far.
Yeah, he's broke one for 11 yards, a couple of them for 11, a 13-yarder, and now that 24-yarder. But the Diggers have to be staying home there in the middle, not falling for that fake, because that's basically the same play they've run this half every time.
Lamar trying to establish some momentum after trailing big at the break and still trailing big. 1st and 10 at the Bee Digger 33. This is their deepest penetration. Butler in motion. Give to Eberhardt. He's stacked up, but he still dives to the 31 for a gain of 2. Michael Nichols and Johnny Cyprian in on the hit. 2nd down and 8 to go. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and Lamar is executing the game plan that they wanted to at the outset of the game that they couldn't.
Well, I guarantee you they don't want us to touch the ball, and they're showing some pretty good ball control here.
From the 31 of Brush. Now they've got receivers split left and right. Well, now Butler is realigning himself on the right side of the backfield. And now he's in motion. He'll get the pitch. Cuts it back to the inside. First down to the 25. Tackle for behind at about the 22, maybe the 21. Jade Queen has made a number of tackles in this game, including that one. And that's a gain of 10 for Butler.
Yeah, he's got a lot of speed and showed a pretty good move there once he got into our secondary. It's amazing they haven't given the ball to him more.
They've traveled 59 yards on this drive. Now let's see the Bee Diggers can make an adjustment defensively, or maybe it's not an adjustment. Maybe they just have to execute. On 1st and 10 for Lamar at the Bee Digger 21-yard line. Here's the give to Eberhardt right up the middle, and he's stacked up, but he's got, maybe 2 to 3 yards. Riggs 10 in on the hit initially. We'll call it 2nd and, about 8 to go from the 19.
So Eberhardt's got 84 yards now, 14 carries. They all been hard yards right up the middle.
If they keep going, they might chew up half of the third quarter clock. On 2nd down and 8 to go for the 19. Gonzalez this time will give it up the middle to Eberhardt, and he dives to the 15. Again, just a simple play, and that time it was Jade Queen making another tackle. 3rd down and 4 to go for the Savages, less than 4 to go.
The center and the guards for Lamar really controlling that line of scrimmage there in the middle.
Now the Bee Digger defense has to come up with a big play. 3rd and 4 from the 15 of Brush. There is the pitch right to Butler. Swings it back, and he is down at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a nice job there by Riggs 10 making the play, but Daniel Abadka drew him back to the inside. It'll be 4th down and 4 to go for the 15, and coming up is the 12th play of the drive. And Lamar's chewed up over 5 minutes here in this third quarter.
Yep, good ball control for them. Here we go, a big 4th down stop for the Diggers. Better keep an eye on Eberhardt.
One receiver out to the left on 4th and 4. Let's see what Gonzalez does. He'll pitch it right, and hit right there is going to be Butler, I believe, behind the line of scrimmage on the pitch right. Or check that. Nope, that's Valentin Flores. He got swallowed up by a couple of Beat Diggers, Dave, and it's a loss of 2, and the Beat Diggers take over on downs at the 17-yard line.
Great play there by the Diggers. Getting upfield, that defensive end position, meeting him in the backfield before he had a head of steam.
Did you think the play would be a little bit fancier than that?
I thought they were going to run Everhart up the middle. That's where they'd be getting all their yards.
Yeah, that's true. And they went away from that the last 2 plays. 1st and 10 for Brush at their own 17. Need that offense out there for a while. That defense was out there, and the ball is mishandled. Urich picks it up. He's down at the 13. Just as I said, the Beat Diggers nearly gave it back. And now we might have a personal foul against Lamar. Riggs-Tan is spreading his arms out like he was the victim of a late hit, a loss of 4. But now let's see, the Beat Diggers are going to go in the right direction, because that was a late flag. It will be a personal foul face mask against Lamar. Yeah, Riggs-Tan was having that face mask pulled.
That's what happens. Those defensive linemen, those linebackers start getting frustrated when they're getting blocked, and Riggs has had a good game there on that offensive line and causing some frustration.
Well, quite frankly, the Beat Diggers needed that to get out of a hole. 1st and 10 for Brush at their own 28-yard line. 2 receivers split out each side. Naked backfield, Urich in a shotgun. Man in motion to the right is Lopez. He has the handoff on the end around. Stutter step to the 30, and then he's down right there. Gain of about 2. Looked like one of the players in on the play was Isaiah Latour. It'll be 2nd down and 8 to go for the Beat Diggers at their own 30-yard line. Already more than midway through the 3rd quarter. Rush 28, Lamar nothing. And again, same formation. Urich once again in that shotgun. 3-step drop, looks to throw. Heaves it up the left side. Out there is Brown. It's incomplete. Over his left hand. He was out there, and I'm not sure if that was necessarily overthrown. It looked like Ben stopped for a second to look for the ball, Dave. Not completely stopped, but slowed down, I think is the proper terminology. I could be wrong about that. You might have seen it differently.
You know, it looked like he stutters. He kind of had a little stutter there at the beginning, but that was part of the pattern to try to get that corner to freeze so that he could run past him. And, you know, combine that with an overthrow, and it just wasn't a completed pass.
But, man, everything other than the completion, it's working there. But they got to get it completed. 3rd down and 8 from the 30. Once again, Urich in a shotgun. And there's the give right up the middle. Peterson with a big hole. 1st down as he's tackled around the ankles at about the 40-yard line on that quick hitter. And for Jaron Peterson, it's a gain of close to 10. Oh, what a great call that was. They were expecting pass.
Yeah, that was just a really nice draw play, and Peterson knew where he had to get to, and you saw he was losing his balance. He could have gone down, but he dove to try to get past that 1st down marker.
1st and 10 for the Beat Diggers, just shy of the 40. 5:18 to go, 3rd quarter. The Beat Diggers lead the Savages by a score of 28-0. Once again in a shotgun is Urich. Urich this time stutter steps, runs to his right, and then he spins to the 45. Close to a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5 to go for the Beat Diggers as the play was made on that far side. We're at the top of the hour. Straight up live at 3 o'clock. This is 1010 KSIR, Brush, Fort Morgan, Otis, and on the World Wide Web at KSIR.com. I'm John Beltran with Dave Urich, where the Beat Diggers have a 4-touchdown lead, have the ball with 4:41 to go in the 3rd. 28-0 is the exact score. 2 receivers split out to the left, 2 to the right. At their own 45, Peterson alone setback. Will Peterson get the football? Low snap. Rolling to his left is Urich. Got to get rid of the football. He's going to be hit if he doesn't get rid of it, and he does. Did he get it beyond the line of scrimmage? He did. That's a great play. He kind of threw a backhanded pass, and there was an intended receiver out there in Trent Mount, so it's not grounding, and it's, are they going to wave the flag? Yeah, there was a flag out there that we didn't see because there was in front of the Beat Digger bench, but he did have a receiver out there. He kind of shoveled it out there with his right hand.
That was an athletic play by Cade. You know, he knew he wasn't going to be able to throw the ball, so he made it look good and got the ball out there in the direction of Mount and also out of bounds so that nobody else could intercept it.
I just keep getting the feeling that Reed Call is thinking right now, we've got to get the passing game going because they have all the elements. 3rd down and 5 from the 45 in a shotgun. In motion is Mount. There's the handoff up the middle, and Peterson is swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He was tackled there by Ricardo Gallegos. It'll be 4th down and 5 to go, and the Beat Diggers more than likely will have to punt.
Yeah, it looks like they're sending Al Bark out there onto the field. But a pretty good offensive series there by Brush, showing some different looks, a few different plays.
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, they've been able to...
The wind's whipping again.
Yep, big time. Let's see if that's going to benefit Abatka. Yeah, they've been able to generate offense consistently. The left-footed kicker towards the punter, right down the middle, and it bounces off of Flores into the end zone. It'll be at the 20-yard line. Yeah, the wind is obviously blowing towards the direction that the Beat Diggers are moving in, because that bad ball just sailed high and deep. And that's going to go for a 55-yard punt, a 35-yard net. Lamar has it at their own 20-yard line with 3:39 to go. Third quarter, and the Beat Diggers pitching a shutout, 28-0.
Al Barca, left-footed punter. Got a good spiral on that ball, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, it turned over beautifully for him. All right, 1st and 10 for Lamar at their own 20-yard line. The Beat Diggers were not crisp defensively that previous drive, but they made the plays when they had to. Let's see if Eberhardt's going to get the majority of the carries here, because he was very effective on the last drive. Yep, to Eberhardt right up the middle, and he's to the 23. Dave, I'm not sure who the player of the game is, but who's in on the tackle again? Jade Queen. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. Just throwing out one candidate. We could have several candidates out there as well today.
Yeah, not to mention that fumble recovery he had. He's been all over the place out there.
We're approaching the 3-minute mark of the third quarter. Dave and I will be back here next week. Not sure if we'll know where to go in week 4, because everything's been here in Brush. I mean, we are going to... No, it's not Valley. I'll figure that out. There's the give right up the gut. Eberhardt, first down, slips out of a tackle across the 35 to the 40. Still on his feet, carrying defenders to the 45, maybe the 46-yard line. Colton Eberhardt has picked up 23 yards and another first down. And Michael Nichols in on the hit there for the Beat Diggers, but Lamar is certainly dominating. I don't want to say dominating, controlling this third quarter.
Yeah, they're beating us up.
Yeah.
They're centering their guards, just shoving us backwards and causing a lot of traffic for the linebackers. They can't make tackles.
1st and 10. The Savages have the ball at their own 46. And let's see, it looks like it's going to be Eberhardt. Yep. Right up the gut. He's got nothing. That time it looked like Gonzalez held the football as long as possible to see the Beat Diggers would bite, but that did not happen. Riggs, Tan, and Daniel Abadka in on the play. Be 2nd down and 10, and we're going to be under 2 minutes to go in the third when this play commences.
Yeah, they carried out that option over to that side, and you're right. I think he would have liked to have held on to the football, but our defensive end was out there right in his face, and so he had to choose the worst of both.
Yeah. 2nd down and 10, just past the 45-yard line. Gonzalez will hand it off right up the middle to Eberhardt. He's blasted after a gain of 2. I mean, the Beat Diggers hit him hard, kind of like the Broncos hit Cam Newton the other night. And Jade Queen in on the play. Again, we don't keep defensive stats, Dave, because we're just 2 people. But, again, in on another play is Queen, who's only a sophomore.
Yeah, he's doing a great job out there and just showing a lot of mobility. But Eberhardt's a big, strong kid, 200 pounds, and I can't even remember how tall they said he was, 6'1". So he's a big load.
He's a tank.
Be able to bring that guy down is not an easy feat.
3rd down and 8 yards to go for Lamar at their own 48-yard line. Quick moving third quarter. Gonzalez, quick throw over the middle. It's going to be picked. Oh, no, they stopped it. Jade Queen had the pick, but apparently they stopped the play before it commenced. That would have been a pick 6.
Yep, he was already down to the 30.
Oh, false start. He read it perfectly. And it's back now to the 43-yard line. That'll set up a 3rd down and about 13 yards to go. Well, that's too bad.
Well, that kid would ran down the field about 3 yards, and then he was going to run that post pattern, and Queen's playing that linebacker over there, and he just stepped in front.
Well, you got to watch out for the handoff to Eberhardt up the middle. I mean, that was successful once on a 3rd and long, but this time Gonzalez wants to throw over the middle, and it's going to be intercepted by Colin Cole along the left sideline to the 40. Cole looking for a block at the 30. One to beat, and he's going to be tackled inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. Colin Cole with a pick. Turnover number 4 for Lamar, and the Bee Diggers are back in business, and a Savage is down, and that's the quarterback, Jeremiah Gonzalez, who took a shot at the 34-yard line. He was blocked, and I'm not sure if he saw the block coming off the interception with 33 seconds to go in the third, and he's still on his back, and now he's getting up. And the Bee Diggers will be able to run at least one play, if not more, here before the end of the quarter.
What a great job there by Colin Cole in that defense, because once he made the interception, did you see how they transitioned into being a blocking offensive line? And there was an alley created over here on this side. Colin did a good job at taking advantage of it. Showed a lot of speed.
Dave, you make a great point, because it looked like Brush was on offense pretty quickly as soon as the pick was made. I mean, I know you're supposed to do that, but sometimes when you're a defensive player, you kind of get lost because you have the identity of a defense, but it's like they had a bunch of two-way players out there, yeah, and they got into their offensive mode quickly. 1st and 10 for Brush. They are at the Lamar 17-yard line. Cade Urich this time is under center. He'll hand it off to Peterson, running to his right, backing his way to the 15-yard line, and then he's down right there for a gain of 2. That more than likely will be the final play of the third quarter. Cade Urich will be back to the huddle, but I think that's more than likely going to be it. Yeah, we have played 3 quarters from Bee Digger Stadium. With the score, Brush 28 and Lamar nothing, right here on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back with Dave Urich. Let's start the fourth quarter in Brush, where the Bee Diggers lead the Savages 28-0. 2nd down and 8 to go for the Bee Diggers. They are at the Lamar 15-yard line. Urich under center. Pitches left to Peterson. Looks for a block and then backs his way right to the line of scrimmage. Still on his feet. He might have gotten to the 14, kept his legs moving. And man, that was all Jaron Peterson, because he had almost no running room out there. And the ball spotted, let's see, that's to the 13. So those are 2 tough yards for Peterson. 3rd and 6 to go for Brush, just shy of the 13.
Yeah, we needed our receiver to get a good block out there, but the corner for Lamar got upfield so fast, Jaron had to cut it up, and as soon as he made that cut, there was a lot of Savages over there ready to help make the tackle.
Mount is the receiver to the right. 3rd down and 6 from the 13. Urich in a shotgun. Urich is going to throw the fade to the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown in the right corner for Trent Mount. T-Money has a touchdown pass, and now a touchdown catch. And Brush leads Lamar, but a flag is down. It's against the Bee Diggers, so forget about what I was going to say. Would have been 34-0. Let's see what the flag is all about. Ineligible man downfield. Oh, man. I mean, somebody did not know that was a pass play then. Because that was extremely quick. I mean, it's not like Cade was in a pocket for more than 3 seconds of even that.
Yeah, he got downfield way too fast.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
With all the struggles in the passing game, that was executed perfectly.
It was a beautiful throw, wasn't it? Right over the top of that corner's head. A lot of touch on the ball. Right to the corner.
Yep, now it turns into a 3rd down and 11 to go for the 18-yard line. Trips to the left. T-Money is the lone receiver to the right. Urich in a shotgun. Perfect snap. Rolls to his right. Pressure coming. Evades. One defender. Throws on the run to the end zone. And it's out of bounds. Yeah, Mount was well defended over there. It'll be 4th down with 10:59 to go in the game. The Bee Diggers led at halftime 28-0. And that's still the lead for Brush. And I'm sure they're going to go for it here. Although I'd love to see Urbina if he could try. I mean, J.R. Puga is the kicker for the extra points, but with Urbina's leg, man, I would think he could boot a field goal.
Yeah, he doesn't have to take any approach steps to kick it very far, so you could probably kick from quite a ways away before that defensive line had a chance to get a hand on the ball.
Yeah, we'll call the official spot the 19 on 4th down and a long 11. Peterson, the lone receiver to the right, is in motion. One-step drop. Urich takes off with the football. He's got virtually nothing, and the Beat Diggers turn it on downs on the quarterback draw to about the 17. Pick up 2 yards in the play, and now Lamar will have it. Well, Dave, we had this day in Beat Digger history where 6 years ago today, Brush beat Faith Christian 28-7. The halftime score was 28-7. We still have the same score here that we did at halftime. Sometimes those things repeat themselves, not that one necessarily has anything to do with the other, but that's what we're seeing right now.
It seems like every time you bring something up like that, it does repeat itself.
Well, it's just a pattern. 1st and 10 for Lamar. They're at their own 17-yard line. One thing Lamar has done well in this second half is chew up clock. Gonzalez will hand it off to Eberhardt behind one of his blockers. Flag is down, still on his feet. He lunges and dives to the 25, but that 8-yard gain is all for naught. That's got to be against Lamar. I didn't see any face mask or anything against the Beat Diggers. It is against the Savages for a hold. Yeah, Lamar fumbled the ball 3 times in the opening half. Colin Cole with an interception. It'll be 1st down and long now. Well, obviously long. It'll be placed at the 8. So we'll call that 1st down and 19 to go for Lamar.
But still, Lamar just fakes that pitch out there and then turns around and hands the ball off to Everhard on that little trap in the middle. And the Diggers are just having a terrible time staying home and making that tackle at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I'm assuming they're going to run the ball here. They're not going to throw out of this terrible field position. This will be a give to Eberhardt. Breaks out of a tackle, then dives to the 10. Gain of about 2. And let's see what Beat Diggers are getting up. Jade Queen again, Dave. 2nd down and 17. That kid has been a stud along with many other Beat Digger defenders, but he certainly seems to be the leading tackler in this game based on how many times we've called his name.
Paul Acosta, the announcer, he's getting used to saying his name over there, I think.
Yeah, just record that name and let it go off to save his voice. 2nd down and 17 to go for Lamar at their own 10-yard line. Brush 28, Lamar nothing. 9:48 to go in the game from Beat Digger Stadium. Gonzalez will throw a fade up the right sideline, incomplete. I mean, that was incredible coverage there by that Ben Brown out there. As Christian Forney, a senior, was well covered. In fact, it looked like Brown had better position than Forney.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to make a play on the ball. It's just overthrown so badly, not even Ben could get to it. But did you see him backpedal there? And as soon as he saw Forney turn and look, he turned and looked as well, and he was in perfect position.
3rd down and 17 from the 10-yard line. Yeah, I'm guessing this is going to Eberhardt. I mean, to try and throw a pass from here is difficult. They just tried it, and it didn't work unless they do a little slant over the middle. Gonzalez is going to roll to his left, looking to throw underneath. The pass is caught by Flores, and then he's stuck there after a short gain. And an excellent form tackle by Adrian Lopez at the 13. It's a gain of 3 of Beat Diggers down in the backfield. It'll be 4th down and about 14 to go. Let's see who's down for Brush. And flat on his stomach at the 7. Hopefully just got the wind knocked out of him.
Looks like he's holding his leg. Looks like he's holding his right leg right behind his knee. Not sure who that is.
And 9:35 to go in the game, and the Beat Diggers lead by a 28-0 count. And, that's the sophomore that we were just talking about, Josh Chacon, getting up limping, so he's probably done for the game. And keep in mind, Dave, the disadvantage of playing on Saturday is that now you're working on a shorter week. Not much shorter because it's not necessarily Saturday night. You know that teams are playing now on Saturday night. There's usually a game a week now. Saw that with Pueblo East. I think Windsor's playing tonight at 7 o'clock, if my memory serves correct, against Pine Creek. So it's kind of a new thing.
I think there are a lot of teams having to share fields.
That's why, yeah. But I don't think a lot of teams were playing this late on Saturdays. All right, Brock Murphy to punt on 4th down and 13. Low snap. Here comes the rush, and it's blocked. The ball is loose, and it's fallen on in the end zone. Touchdown for the Beat Diggers. Ryan Dunker with a recovery. Eli Urich, a sophomore, with a blocked punt. And Brush leads 34-0 with 9:23 to go in the game.
They've been lining up to block that punt every single time today, and finally it paid off for them right there. Had two guys there to get their hands up, and Eli Urick was the man to get a hand on it.
That is exciting. All right, now the extra point to be attempted by Puga. Man, I mean, he came right up the gut, too, and he was all over that ball. Awaiting the snap. It's a line drive kick, and that one is off to the right. We do have a flag down, and it will be a hold against the Bee Diggers, so that will be nullified off the missed extra point. So it's Brush 34, Lamar nothing. Let's take a break on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Eli Urick blocked the punt, and Ryan Dunker recovered it in the end zone for a Bee Digger touchdown, 34-0. Urbina steps into the ball high, fairly short kick at the 13, still pretty effective. Morales to his left to the 20. That is upended at the 25. I think that might have been Colin Cole again with another one of those wrestling. That was like a spin wrestling move, and he brought him down to the turf with 9:20 to go in the game.
Yeah, he just hustles down the field. Hustles hard and smart about the angles he takes, and he shoots in there low and upends them.
Cole's another player of the game candidate. I mean, I don't think we're supposed to choose the entire defense, but the way the Bee Diggers are playing today, it's certainly much more than just one or two or even three players for that matter. A huge collective effort. 1st and 10 for Lamar at their own 26-yard line. They have not scored this season, outscored 69-0 by Eaton and Brush combined. The ball is dropped and picked up by Gonzalez, and then he's back to the line of scrimmage. And how many center quarterback exchange issues have the Savages had?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's something fishy going on down there because, like you said, neither team's had a good mesh every single series the whole time.
Rominger Jewelry and Gifts is the leader in Northeast Colorado for diamonds, jewelry, watches, and expert jewelry repair in downtown Sterling. And bank your financial needs with a Logan County Home Dome Bank since 1917, First National Bank in Fleming. 2nd down and 10 for Lamar at their own 26-yard line. Receivers split to the left and right. Flores in motion. There's the give on the right side to Eberhard. He's still on his feet across the 30 to the 32. Flag is down. Nick Wellen was one of the tacklers for behind. It's a chop block against Lamar, and that's going to go way back. One of the fine businesses in Brush. Brush Grocery Cart. Groceries, fresh cut meat, and deli items, floral, pharmacy, Western Union. They've got it all. Public service payments and 24-hour gas. Your one-stop shop, 1302 West Edison Street in Brush. Brush Grocery Cart. All right, this one's going way back. That's a 15-yard penalty from where it was committed back to the 13. So now we're looking at 2nd down and about 23 or 24 yards to go. Now they got to get to the 37. They're at the 13 right now. The receiver out to the right is Austin Snellner. Forney is out to the left. Flores in motion. Gonzalez, play action, out to his right. The pass is going to be caught underneath by, no, or was it dropped? Yep, broken up. Butler had it in his hands. And broken up there by Brown. It'll be 3rd down. It was a well-thrown ball, Dave, but again, well defended by Brush.
Yeah, Ben Brown got up there right when the ball got there and was able to make some good, solid contact and help knock the ball away.
Just past the 13-yard line. It is 3rd down and 24. We're down to 8:12 to go in the game. The Bee Diggers 34. The Lamar Savages nothing. If Brush scores another touchdown, the game would accelerate quickly because it would go to a running clock. Are they going to try and pass here? Or if not, Eberhard's been their weapon. On 3rd down, handoff on the counter to Flores, hit behind the line of scrimmage. And that was read beautifully by the Bee Diggers, and namely Johnny Cyprian, who threw him for a 1-yard loss. 4th and 25, and Lamar to punt, and looks like the Bee Diggers are going to record a shutout here. There's still plenty of time with 7:50 to go in the game. But you'd figure at this point that they might chew up some clock with a big lead, although the offense has not scored since the second quarter. Brock Murphy to punt. And now Lamar calls a timeout. We'll take it with him. 7 minutes, 41 seconds to go from Bee Digger Stadium. Brush 34, Lamar nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. 4th and 25 for Lamar at their own 12-yard line, and Brock Murphy's in to punt. Back deep to receive is Jaron Peterson. You wonder if he can break one. High snap. Here comes a heavy rush again. That was nearly blocked. And a beautiful end-over-end punt that's going to bounce at the 35, picked up by Peterson in his own territory, and then it's going to be nearly horse-collared down at the 37 by Emilio Hernandez. No flag. But that punt went for 53 yards with a bounce, and the Bee Diggers have it. 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Yeah, that was a dangerous tackle. Probably didn't call that a horse collar because he had his other hand wrapped around his neck. Most time you don't see that type of thing go on.
Dave, how about let's break one here for the distance?
I'm game. That'd be good.
1st and 10 for Brush at their own 37-yard line.
We're back out in that double tight again.
Yeah, they're looking for their first points of the second half because it came off special teams, obviously, earlier in the quarter. There was some movement, no whistle. Handoff to Lopez. Stutter steps, runs to the outside of the 40, and then he barrels into a Savage out of bounds. Across the 40 to the 41, maybe the 42. Christian Nischberg again on the play. It's a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 to go for Brush.
Hey, Lopez is showing some pretty good running there himself. He broke that tackle there and was able to turn it upfield. Another weapon that, a lot of people weren't counting on. He's the kind of guy that the more he touches it, the better he's going to get.
2nd down and 6 to go at the 41. Urick will hand it off right up the gut and across the 45 to the 46, maybe the 47 is Cordova for the Bee Diggers. That's Ray Cordova, senior. And, well, let's see. That's a 1st down, a gain of 6. Well, it's nice to see that Coach Call can have as many players as possible get into this game. But, of course, he still wants that first unit to execute here on what could be their final drive. From the 47, Urick hands it off on the right side. And that's across the 50 to the 46, 47-yard line. Spinning there was the freshman Wellen. It'll be a gain of 6, 2nd down and 4 to go for the Bee Diggers. Simple football for Brush, but it's working right now here in the 4th.
Well, and being a freshman, he was carrying guys on his back. They couldn't tackle him.
AC Ice proudly supports local high school sports throughout Northeast Colorado. When you need ice, don't just settle for any old frozen water. Get AC Ice at any local convenience or grocery store near you. From the 47 of Lamar, 2nd down and 4 yards to go. Handoff, Lopez, stutter stepping back to the middle, down at the 45. As he was tackled there by Eberhardt. 3rd and 2 to go for the Bee Diggers. Basic offense as we are at the 6-minute mark of the 4th.
Just getting some other guys the football. Peterson had 15 carries today for 111 yards.
3rd down and 2 from the 45. Lopez is the deep back again. Urick. He's going to hand it off up the middle. That looks like a 1st down. And that was Cordova. A gain of 2 to the 43. He's right at the stick, but I believe he's got it. Which would be their 2nd 1st down of this drive, and they don't need to measure that. That's clearly a 1st down. We know the most important measurement in Rush football history, Dave. That happened against Ken Denver. That was... It felt like we were waiting 10 minutes for that measurement.
Oh, my goodness.
And I thought it was a 1st down. And you said, well, hey, the way that the field is angled and all that, and Denver was short. 1st and 10 for the Lamar 43. Handoff. Lopez stutter stepping to the 40. As he ran the football up the gut, the tackle was made over there by Trevor Butler. 2nd down and 7 to go for the Bead Diggers. They had a 28-0 lead at the half, and then earlier in this quarter, a blocked punt by Eli Urick was recovered by Ryan Dunker in the end zone. 2nd down and 7 yards to go for the Bead Diggers at the Lamar 40-yard line. 3 in the backfield. Cade is going to hand it off on the right side, and that once again is Cordova. And he dives for a gain of about 2 before Nischberg tackles him around the ankles. 3rd down and 5 to go for Brush at the 38. Nothing fancy here for the Bead Diggers.
Nope, and Coach Call's still running a lot of unbalanced, but, not mixing it up a whole lot, running over the strong side this time and getting a lot of blockers over there and trying to overwhelm that defense.
3rd down and 5 from the 38. Urick on the counter to Wellen, and he's going to be swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Ran it across that left side and had nothing there, and the first hit was made by Nischberg. 4th down and 5 at the 38. And looks like the Bead Diggers will be going for it. These are some of my favorite plays because Coach Call always has something up his sleeve. How many 4th downs did the Bead Diggers convert a year ago? It's a ton of them.
You bet. It's like he's just got those in his hip pocket. He's just waiting to pull them out.
4th and 5 at the Lamar 38. Urick has been under center the entire drive and continues to do so. Urick, play action, rolls to his left on the bootleg, has to get around one defender, a stiff arm, and does. 1st down along the left sideline and out of bounds. Excellent play by the Bead Diggers as Cade Urick picked it up. And he went from the 38. Oh, did he not get out of bounds? He did, but not for a 1st down. Oh, I thought he had the sideline for a 1st down. He missed it by, oh my gosh, inches maybe it looks like, Dave. Well, give him 4 yards. I thought he had 5 easily. Is it me, or did you think he had a 1st down?
I thought he was at least a yard or 2 past it, so I'm pretty shocked.
Well, Lamar's got it at their own 33-yard line. He only had one defender to get around. Hard to believe that he went out of bounds on his own. I mean, he was forced out of bounds, but I still thought that he had the 1st down.
Yeah, it seemed like he was past the stick.
Yeah, that's confusing.
He didn't run into it. If it was that close, he would have ran into it.
Late substitution for the Bead Diggers defensively. 1st and 10 for Lamar at their own 33. And there is the pitch left. Plenty of running room to the outside across the 35 to the 40, and Butler's got a 1st down. Across the 45 to the 48. It's a gain of 15 for Trevor Butler. Tackle was made over there by Zach Rutherford and Caleb Cox. Oh, still a shot for Lamar to score in this game with 3:14 to go. 1st and 10, just shy of the 49.
I'm still trying to replay that 1st down over there that I felt like he had.
I'm still dumbfounded by that. There's the pitch right, and swinging it back towards the middle and hit at the 50-yard line for a gain of 1 is going to be Nischberg. Several Bead Diggers in there to stack him up. Jordan Taylor in on the play, and we have got an injury to a Bead Digger who just went down, almost like he cramped up or he tightened up with his left hamstring. It'll be 2nd down and 9 at midfield with 3:05 to go. Let's take a 1-minute break. A 1-minute break. Brush 34, Lamar nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Off the injury, the Bead Diggers back on defense here. It's a 1st down, a gain of 15. And that was Trevin Wirtz. Zebediah Guerrero was the injured Bead Digger. He got up under his own power. Oh, it's 1st and 10 for Lamar at the Bead Digger 35-yard line. That was a 2nd and 9 play that Lamar converted down to 2.5 to go in the game. Brush 34, Lamar nothing. John Beltran with Dave Urick at Bead Digger Stadium. Lamar got in the red zone once and did not score. That's pretty obvious since they don't have any points yet. From the 35, Gonzalez will hand it off right up the gut and held up after 2 yards. That might be Wirtz again. Diggers just stack up the ball carrier. Make that Nischberg, excuse me. And they're looking for the ball there. Stephen McConnell, a junior, made the first hit. 2nd down and 8 to go for Lamar.
Yep, Lamar's playing a lot of different faces, and we're seeing some different faces out there on defense as well.
Well, they might try to pass the ball just to get on the board.
Well, maybe they'll have better luck with their second string.
Yeah, this is all second teamers in there. Gonzalez is still the quarterback. Nischberg in motion. He's got the pitch, tries to swing it to the outside, gets around a defender to the 30-yard line, along the sideline, down at the 27. And there is a flag down. Zach Rutherford was out there. And, Dave, you saw a horse collar?
I think so. I think that's what we're going to get the call.
Well, they're going to get into the red zone if that's the case.
So we were definitely tackling him up there around the neck.
Yeah, the gain is going to be 6. And you're right, it's going for personal foul. Oh, face mask.
Oops.
Either way, not in the back, but in the front.
Well, he's a little guy. It's hard to tackle low.
That's half the distance. 1st and 10 for Lamar. They're at the Beat Digger 13-yard line, and they've got a shot to score here with 1:28 to go. The clock is rolling. And then the flag is down. The handoff went to Morales, but a flag was down. And this will be a false start against Lamar. And coming up here is the 6th play of the drive. Savage has started the drive at their own 33-yard line. 1st and 15 for Lamar at the Beat Digger 18. Down to 1:12 to go in the game. The Beat Diggers can make 3 plays here. They should be good for the shutout. There's the give. Stutter stepping is Morales and still on his feet, but down at the 15. So he picks up 3 on the play. And again, Zach Rutherford, first man in on the hit along with others. It'll be 2nd down and 12. They're back to the huddle, and now we're down to 49 seconds to go. Well, the Beat Diggers scored in the final play of the game last week. Lamar's looking to do the same this week in a loss. From the 15. Pitch left, trying to get around a defender, and does to the 10, back to the 6-yard line. And that looked like Trevin Wirtz with a carry of 9 yards. And I think Lamar's going to call a timeout. They will. It'll be 3rd down and 3 yards to go from the 6, 28.8 seconds to go.
Yeah, Brush had him. Rutherford had him back there close to the line of scrimmage. Just left his feet. Wirtz had enough strength to pull away from him.
Well, Dave, it's all about confidence at this point for Lamar. They want or momentum going into the next week. I'm not sure if Brush's touchdown last week certainly helped them to end the game, but hey, there's no reason to believe it didn't help them.
Well, remind me one more time, how bad did Eaton beat Lamar last week? 27-0?
35-0.
35-0.
Nearly the same margin as right now.
So if that's the yardstick, we're going to have a heck of a game next week for homecoming.
Right. There's no question about it. So it'll be 3rd down and 3 to go for Lamar at the Beat Diggers 6-yard line. 28.8 seconds to go. The Beat Diggers in the lead, 34-0. They were up 28-0 at the break. Defensive coordinator Bob Bear was out there with Travis Lefevre. They want the shutout. Well, so does the defense. But you got to make a couple of plays now because they'll go for it on 4th down. At the 6, and the quarterback runs into a blocker, then pitches to Christian Nischberg. He's tackled at the 10. A huge loss of 4 yards. Man, there were so many Beat Diggers in there. Ricky Mendez was one of the 3 or 4. And the loss is back to the 10. A loss of 4, 4th and 7. Timeout Lamar. We've got 22.1 seconds to go. And it's going to come down to the final play.
Well, our defensive line did a really good job that time. They got so far upfield, forced them to give up a lot of ground, and it just slowed the play down enough to give us plenty of force to make the tackle for loss.
If the Beat Diggers make the play here, it'll be a 34-0 final. But one more shot for Lamar, unless there's a Beat Digger penalty on defense extending the drive. Now, that's twice that Lamar's gotten into the red zone here in the second half, and all of a sudden the Beet Digger defense is stiffened nicely.
Both times penalties didn't help us out a whole lot. Penalties and missed tackles.
Yep. Well, they had the face mask early on this drive. 4th down and 7 from the 10. In Brush territory, Gonzalez under center. Will he perhaps throw the football on the slant? Gonzalez rolls to his right. Pressure coming backside. Throws off his back foot. And the pass is broken up in the end zone. Broken up beautifully. Christian Nischberg was well defended a yard beyond the goal line. And the Beet Diggers are going to pitch the shutout here as they take over on downs.
Yep, great job there defensively. The guys were right where they needed to be. We had some good pressure on the quarterback. Didn't allow him to set up. He ran sideways, had to run out of bounds. Just a good overall day for the Digger defense, and nice to see the offense.
Well, and the thing is not only do you win the game, but you win going away. And Cade Urich takes a knee, and that's it. The Brush Beet Diggers pick up their first victory of 2016, blanking the Lamar Savages 34-0 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Welcome to the Beet Digger post-game show. It's brought to you by Mr. D's Ace Home Center with 3 locations to serve you better. Sterling, Brush, and Fort Morgan, your headquarters for all your home, farm, and ranch supplies from plumbing to feed. Mr. D's Ace Home Center as the Beet Diggers win the game this afternoon at Beet Digger Stadium over the Lamar Savages by a score of 34-0. Let's run through the scoring. The Beet Diggers had the football first. 11 plays, 65 yards in 4 minutes and 25 seconds. Cade Urich scored from 2 yards out. PAT was good. It was 7-0 as we're also here on Facebook Live. And then on their next drive, following a special teams mistake by Lamar, it was Jaron Peterson scoring from a yard out. PAT was good again. A 35-yard drive in a minute 14. The Beet Diggers led 14-0. On their third drive, following Lamar's first fumble of the game, it was Ben Brown, a 20-yard catch off the pass from Trent Mount, and that was off a lateral from Cade Urich. And all of a sudden, the Beet Diggers led 21-0. That was an 8-play drive, 50 yards in less than 3 minutes. And then on their fourth drive of the opening half, 9 plays, 59 yards in 3 minutes and 21 seconds. Jaron Peterson with his second touchdown of the game. It came from 6 yards out. 28-0 was the score. Lamar would fumble 2 more times in the opening half. Beet Diggers could not capitalize, and in fact did not score offensively in the second half. It was a blocked punt in the fourth quarter by Eli Urich and recovered by Ryan Dunker as the Beet Diggers went up 34-0. And Dave, obviously a great defensive effort. Let's run through the numbers here as Brush picks up their first victory of 2016.
All right, well, let's talk about Lamar first. They came out with kind of a stagnant, boring offense where they just ran the ball right at us, but they were able to rush the ball 43 times for a total of 165 yards. 116 of those were Coben Eberhardt's, and you have to give him a lot of credit because he ran hard, and they were all right up the middle. He broke some big tackles, similar to plays that we've run in the past with Greg Jano. But some of the other rushers that they had that were in positive yardage, Trevor Butler, he had a huge week last week. This week he had 30 yards on 4 carries. And then they also had Morales that had 9 carries, and Nischberg, who had a better week last week, he had 8 yards on 5 carries. They threw the ball 9 times. They completed 3 of them for a total of 57 yards. Butler had the big catch for 33. Murphy had 1 for 21, and Flores had 1 for 3. And I'll tell you what, holding Murphy to 21 yards is probably a pretty good feat considering the guy's 6'5" and about 220 pounds.
Oh, yeah, he's a huge target. Well, the Beet Diggers did have a 100-yard rusher of their own as well in this game, and it's no surprise who it was.
Right, Jaron Peterson just knocking him dead again this week. 15 carries, 111 yards. We also had Adrian Lopez had 14 yards. Nick Willen, a freshman, had 8 yards on 3 carries. Trent Mount had 2 carries for 17. Cordova had 13 yards on 4 carries. But Cade Urich, had a lot of quarterback keepers up the middle, a lot of quarterback draws for 66 yards on 14 carries. He completed 3 passes for 33 yards. Trent Mount had 2 passes for 20 yards. Grand total of 265 yards offense for Brush today, with 212 of those on the ground.
Lamar hit the score this season, outscored 69-0 in their first 2 games, and the Beet Diggers rebounded from a 34-point loss to win by 34. Beet Digger Player of the Game is brought to you by Cargill Beef, committed to feeding the world in a responsible way by reducing environmental impact and continuously improving products and processes. Learn about Cargill's story of commitment at Cargill.com. Several candidates out there, Dave. I mean, we named a few during the course of the broadcast, but Jade Queen, a sophomore, was really, really good defensively with all the tackles he made. He's the Beet Digger Player of the Game.
Yeah, if it wasn't for him, I think Lamar would have ran for quite a few more yards with Everhard up the middle, because he was the guy that was making a lot of those tackles after he broke through the line of scrimmage.
Beet Diggers will be back in action coming up on Friday night, third consecutive home game. They'll take on the Eaton Reds. They're playing Eaton early in the season because they've reconfigured here the leagues. They played them last game of the regular season last year in a thriller that the Beet Diggers won, but they'll take them on game number 3, kickoff at 7 o'clock right here on 1010 as well as KSIR.com. Outstanding job by our sound engineer and producer today, Rose Condis. We'll have the replay, of course, coming up, thanks to Christy Creighton as well, back in studio. I believe she's today's replay engineer. For Dave Uhrig, I'm John Beltran. The final score from Beet Digger Stadium on this Saturday afternoon. Brush 34, Lamar nothing, right here on Facebook Live, 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.